Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, a good one in the AFC East. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome, your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 1. The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
That's another.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
15-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and you're able to force them down for a loss.
He'll step up and run. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
And the Giants first down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Giants.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
He's taken down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
The Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's down. That's made by Pickens. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
At the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens.
George Pickens. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. That is caught. And the Cowboys going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Williams trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Shy of the goal line.
So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
3-yard loss on the play.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
3rd and goal for Prescott. It is brought in the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Tell you what, this offense has come out, and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field, and then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys move out on top, 14-0.
Giants nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Dart going to keep this on the zone read, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
In trouble, and down he goes. Osa Odigizua. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to...
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Teron Black. And the Cowboys are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On play action, here's Dak. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, Dak. Left side, caught by Lamb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Now Prescott. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Got his man at the 6. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy.
This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick, a 21-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Tracy. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. To Devian Clowney there in run support.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Donovan Izaraku in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Second down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On second down, Dart. Now a short one, caught by the tight end, Johnson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Cowboys offense and George Pickens out for their next possession.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Gonna run with it himself. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, here's a 2nd and 9. Prescott now. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd down and 9. Dak to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he'll be run out short of the line of scrimmage, so let's call it a loss of 1 on first down.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To the air again. Prescott. Right back to Ferguson, who's got another one. And he will have a first down, and they're into field goal range now at the 30.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, Prescott to the air. And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him. Brian Burns getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from 45 yards away. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Brandon Aubrey.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Giants offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Back into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll get that complete. Right side, it's Bellinger. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Dart going to throw it again. Now a screen set up for Tracy. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A play fake, now Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. Spurs brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Throwing again, Dart. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? He chooses to keep it on the zone read.
Jackson guards on the keeper.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On play action, it is Dart. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Donovan is a rocker. In there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
They'll run with Tracy. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground.
And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing is Dart. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So they decided to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. On play action, here's Dak. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action now. Prescott. Has completed right side to Ferguson.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Open man, right side. He's got it. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
Cowboys, first down.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a first down.
19 yards. And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On the give, it's Williams. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
That's another Cowboys first down.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
They'll go again here with Williams. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter?
And he'll take this one in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And he is not going to get away. Might have got a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Two-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Open man, that's Slayton. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On the give, it's Tracy. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Throwing. Dart.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. To throw is Dart. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. A big-time play out of the G-men. And even 30 yards. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun. It's Dart. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. And that is incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL.
And he will score! Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Giants are able to cut into the deficit.
Giants 13.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down. Cowboys.
First down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Made by Dexter Lawrence. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Prescott. Over the... He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Giants has it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a
Previous
replay.
play is under
So they
review.
might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. On the play fake, Dak. He's got his big tight end. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys tack on one more to their lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 38, Giants 13.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5. Now Dart. He's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. A big play for the Giants. 31 yards.
First down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half.
At the Cowboys.
Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On second down, Dart. That is caught. It's Robinson. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
To the air on second down. Dart, he'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
Now a screen set up for Tracy, and he's into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy, touchdown Giants.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Gano on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants are able to edge a bit closer.
38, Giants 20.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. They run over center with Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way. Live to play another down.
On third down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.